What's up, everyone? I'm Ashley Smashley. I have a very long drive this morning, so I want to talk about ego deaths and what happens after, and how you wake up to your different egoic actions after you've had the ego death. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications, because we are just getting started over here, baby, and your girl is about to blow up. If you've been watching me for a while, thank you so much. Your support means the world to me. So I hope the audio is good. I got my little microphone. I'm going to turn my air on, so hopefully that doesn't screw it up too much. When you have an ego death, it's basically like you become aware of how you're attached to your identity, and then it melts away. And when you become aware of how you're attached to your identity as a human here, and then that aspect of you dies, you begin to realize the different behaviors that accompanied that aspect of your ego. The ego uses certain behaviors and actions that we take to cover up uncomfortable emotions that we don't want to feel. And once you go through a few of these ego deaths and you start to become aware of your own actions and behaviors, you start to see them in other people too. And one of the big ones that is coming up for me right now is goal setting. The reason why people set and accomplish goals is because they're seeking their value outside of their self. They do not have an inherent, complete sense of self-worth. It's based on the condition that they achieve. So we've been programmed as humans to feel better about ourselves as we achieve something. And that is because we have conditional self-worth. Once you start to develop an inherent sense of self-worth unconditionally, you don't need to take actions to validate your worth. Another way that my ego was covering up a low sense of self-worth was by helping others, and that seems very noble. But really, it was a selfish act because I was deriving my sense of value from how much I could help other people. And again, when you start to develop unconditional self-worth, you realize you don't need to help people to make yourself feel better about yourself. You see this in a lot of people that are in the self-development and self-improvement industry, that they are constantly seeking to improve and achieve a better whatever because they don't feel good enough as is. Always chasing the next goal so that they can validate their worth. There are a lot of other behaviors that the ego does to try to validate its worth, like putting other people down. If you make fun of other people or you are a bully in any way, shape, and form, that is because you do not feel good enough about yourself. And I was doing this in my own head. I wasn't outwardly making fun of people, but I noticed in my head I was comparing myself to them and finding reasons why they didn't measure up in my mind, and that was my ego's way of validating my worth and trying to make myself feel better about myself because I don't have unconditional self-worth. And this is a process, you start to become aware, you're starting to notice all of these different behaviors and different things you say and do, and you're like, why am I doing that? That is my ego needing to prove my worthiness. And then you become hyper aware of everyone else around you that's doing it, or when you see people posting on social media and stuff, and you're like, oh, they're validating their worth. The ego needs that little ping. The ego's like, hey, look at me, look how valuable I am because I heart everyone's post and I'm so motivational. I did that. Trust me, I know. I went through it too. So I know what it's like. I still have a lot that I'm working through myself. And one way that it shows up for me still is communication. I realize that while I'm communicating, my ego likes to talk down to people or shame people instead of like inspiring by building people up. And it's something I'm working on. I honestly didn't even know communication skills was a thing until I was in group therapy in like 2017. And then I woke up and I thought I knew everything about communication skills. But it's one thing to know the communication skills and then practice them when you're triggered or in conversation, right? That's a whole nother thing. As long as you're aware when these things are happening, you can start to make the changes. But a lot of people are still oblivious that all of the actions that they're taking are their egos need to prove its worth or to avoid uncomfortable emotions. And I saw this on Facebook the other day. Someone posted something that if you don't wake up with passion and motivation for your day, then you don't have enough goals. And it's like you're using goal setting to avoid feeling uncomfortable emotions. It's okay to feel unmotivated. It's okay to wake up and not go seize the day and rise and grind. The reason why people do that is because they think it is a more valuable lifestyle than not having goals. They think it's better. And that's one thing that shifts as you start to awaken is everything neutralizes, right? You no longer look at this life full of goals and accomplishments and think that is better than if I had not done all of these things and I just laid in bed all day. You start to feel good about yourself no matter what. You don't need to set goals and take action to make yourself feel more secure about yourself. And that is part of the awakening journey, the journey to unconditional self-worth. One thing that happens when you decide to stop setting goals and to have this need to control the outcome of your life, you start letting yourself manifest the opportunities and the different actions to take. Because you're not distracted with your goals and these actions that you think you need to take, you can then tune in and follow your intuition and get on your highest timeline. The reason why you have to work so hard to accomplish your goals and whatever you think you need to do in your life is because it's not of your highest timeline. When you are following your highest timeline, it's effortless and easy. The things just appear, the actions just show. You don't have to force yourself to get up and do it. You will be inspired to do it. And once you take inspired action, you get led to the most amazing things that you could have never planned. And like I said, I'm still learning communication skills, but the time will come. My day is coming. Okay, baby, like I always say, this girl is about to blow up, and I'm not playing. I'm also okay with being patient and waiting for my time because I know I'm just like a cake in the oven, baby. I'm a baking, I'm a getting ready. Oh yeah, I'm a cooking. As I manifest my life from one experience to the next, and each experience is a lesson that I need to learn that is showing me my ego and how I need to release this, whatever it is, the emotions that are getting triggered and the energy comes out of the body on the ascension journey. And the people that are doing this, we're on the forefront, okay? So we'll be the ones leading the way. So you can let go of your need to control everything and learn how to manifest your life effortlessly. Do you want what you think your ego wants, or do you want what is absolutely best for you? That's what you have to decide. You think you want all these egoic things while you're in this, oh, I can't feel uncomfortable emotions, so I need to have this, this, and this to avoid feeling my emotions, instead of allowing yourself to feel and release your emotions and then ultimately raise your vibration so high that you effortlessly manifest everything you want and more, the stuff that you could not even imagine beyond your wildest dreams. Miracles. But don't worry, I'm just getting started over here. Like I always say in almost every video, once I figure it all out, I'm going to come back for all y'all, okay? And I'm going to tell you really how it's done. And I ain't worried about it. You'll see. The future is going to be so crazy and so wonderful and so supernatural. One thing after another. Miracles on top of, whoa, how the hell and what is going on there? Effortlessly attracting lives beyond our wildest dreams instead of working so hard. Aren't you tired of working hard? Why? Why do people want to work so hard? Because they find their value in hard work. They feel like, oh, I can feel good about myself now that I worked hard and achieved something, because they don't have an inherent sense of self-worth. And that is the ego taking action to cover up an uncomfortable belief and emotion. So I invite you to shine your little light of self-awareness on your egoic actions and really wonder, oh, am I setting all these goals because I need to prove my worthiness and increase my value? Or is this really of my highest divine timeline? And if you're working hard, it's definitely not of your highest divine timeline. I'll tell you that right now. Hopefully y'all are willing to spend a little time in reflection on your egoic actions. And are you willing to let them go and feel the emotion that you are covering up with your goals and your egoic actions and helping others and all of that, whatever you're doing to prevent yourself from feeling uncomfortable emotions? Stop and feel them and increase your value inherently so you don't need to externalize your self-worth. If you like this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.